Okay, let's record what we're doing. Welcome. We're creating a business letter form. Use mail merge. Have you personally used mail merge before? Oh, okay. Oddly enough, mail merge actually in WordPerfect, it's actually better because in WordPerfect by Corel, you can actually use merge forms of all kinds, not just business letters, not just correspondence. So you can create, I have a friend in, who works with general practice, and he has lots of merge forms that he has personally created. Well, for the discussion, I guess type enough so that it makes sense to you, so that you can practice it. You feel like you see the sense of it. Otherwise, it's just like, if you're going to end up sort of retyping or copy pasting, then merge forms really won't make any sense to you. I mean, you have to do some substantial typing to realize that it is actually saving you time. And of course, doesn't save you the time the first time you try it. So let's imagine that you have a probate, and you have I did a small probate with 40 heirs or more. A mini probate, having systems made it well, in today's world, I suppose it wouldn't be cost effective, but cost effective for us. It was just above what you call a welfare probate. Do you know what a welfare probate is? Or a medical assistance probate? Well, basically, a medical assistance or welfare probate is where we were doing one basically, and whatever we collected was going to go to medical assistance. And of course, they don't want, for obvious reasons, they don't want some big legal bill to be turned in. But on the other hand, doesn't somebody have to clear out title to the house so it can be sold? Should we just let it rot? You see where I'm coming from? Clear the title out so that somebody has authority to sell it. You have a personal representative appointed. Everybody that would get something, if there was any net, after the person has been in the nursing home for several years, then been on medical assistance, used up the money, their cousins' children and grandchildren are receiving, whatever would be left. But typically, all there is some personal goods that cannot be used to pay the medical assistance bill. So there's some personal goods and keepsakes, and those are distributed. But when the house is sold, it's going to go to pay back the government for what they spent on medical assistance. That's what I call those, medical assistance probate. So, but you have 40 heirs that you still have to notify. And if you can't do it efficiently, then the darn thing doesn't get done, and you have one more wrecked house in your town. and I don't remember if you're not, are you from a big town or a little town? I mean, we're a small enough town here. Okay, you have one house in town that's been left go, and people don't like it. So it's certainly a help to the town, the fact that some of the lawyers here used to be and still are willing to get these things done with. Okay, you don't want to let things go. I mean, sooner or later we're going to have to do this to these buildings downtown too, because afraid these people are going to die owning these not abandoned buildings. They're not abandoned now, but sooner or later people are going to die still owning this real estate downtown that can't be sold or whatever, and somebody's going to need to deal with it. The more efficient you can be, the more good you can do. Put it that way. I would say this is like 99% good. Tackle assignments, follow difficult directions, use replies, use cited sources. I need a little bit more intensity on discussion. Bring out your difficulties and let's solve them. If you don't have any difficulties, then you're not working in enough depth. If you never get stuck, you may see it as, I would like you to see it as a fun challenge rather than a sad difficulty, okay? But if you never get stuck, you're not working in enough depth. You can always expand your skills. So, and this applies to all three of us in the class, me as instructor, you two as students. So typing skills, so you do three tries, and report on how it went. Typing test. I don't care how fast you are. What I care about is that you tried to expand your skills, either your speed or your accuracy or both. So typing skills, it's called an activity for that reason. It's not a test of how good you are. It's a test. It's basically just to give you a chance to expand your skills. Okay. I've had students type 15 words per minute and they got all the points. And some people would say, Kirk, why are you doing that? That's absurd. Well, people that had super slow, whatever, they used it properly in an activity. If you use the activity properly, you're just doing personal improvement. It's not, I'm not trying to test who's better or worse, who's a beginner, who's not. And then mail merge, that's also the same thing. Try it boldly and report. It may not work the first time. Do you have a PC or a Macintosh, Apple Macintosh? On Macs, you may have to go after that a different way in the discussion. This week is easy to complete, but it's very important to do your best. So it's sort of a try to get into enough so that you kind of get stuck and you have to do some work because you're already good at this. So it's typing master. I like, even if you're already good at this, I'd like you to try the 1 minute, the 2 minute, and the 3 minute self-assessment. And like I say, no right answers, just your answers. So this is an example. A lot of my students, I'm faster than they are. So let's say I had a student that tests out at 25 words per minute. You know, I am at 45 drafting, up to 50 just typing. But I have students much faster, but I'm not going to give myself a B and them an A and somebody else a D. If they report that they did these, they're all going to get A's, including people who have taken the course before and et cetera. So obviously there's only 2 of you, but so you report it. You're not graded on what you report, you're graded on that you reported. Mail merge. I'm going to try seeing if I could, let's see, I don't know if I have a good mail merge one that I can get to. I'm going to try displaying my screen, I guess. If I have a mail merge. Okay. Can you see this, my screen? See this? Can't tell. Maybe I missed it. Can you see my Microsoft Word letter you get now, Brittany? Okay. Well, instead of going to Home, Insert, Design, Layout, References, I go to Mailings. And what's worked the best for most students, let's see, where is this? Start mail merge. Yeah, I think that's what it's, okay, they finished it, okay. Oh, you go to start mail merge, you go to the step-by-step mail merge wizard, and that helps. And then over on the right, it says use an existing list or type a new list, okay? And that gives you a chance to create a list. Okay, this is a little different than the last time I did it. They might have fixed it a little bit. You see me doing this? So it saved the list. Okay? And it wants us to name it. Okay, we've already written the letter. Then complete the merge. Okay, and this is using the other list. So I didn't do this perfect because I didn't select a list, correct list, did I? And select a new list. But it gives you an idea. It's the same letter to a bunch of different people. And then it gives us a chance to do envelopes. Okay, so it's making sense to you, huh? Oh, good, okay. Show specific steps, and then personalize and think about how it will help. Try to get good enough. If you don't have time this week, set it as a goal on your calendar. To get good enough at it so you could train others to use it. And it will also help you with other databases, because other databases will make more sense to you. And here's your live lecture quiz phrase: learn shortcuts, build speed. Maybe did we use those before? No, I don't think so. Have you got this down? Learn shortcuts, build speed. Okay. Two word processing features. Select two and write a memo to a coworker. Try to use at least three sources: text, Microsoft Word help, and web or YouTube videos. So we are allowing informal sources. Okay. And then show all your uses of all your sources. Brief summaries of your sources and emphasize your own ideas of how you might actually use the items. If you think you're actually going to use it, you'll learn it intensively enough, it'll stay with you. think of actual uses now and later in the career. Now, what are we working on? This is something called QuickParts. You had me in class before, so did we work on QuickParts pretty fundamentally? I like showing it, but I don't always show it in every course. This course I always do, but other courses I sort of go back and forth. So do you remember if we worked on QuickParts? Anyway, if we didn't, this is a big deal. Okay, this is a big deal. Well, whether we went over it or not, I want to know if you've gone over it or worked on it, because the neat thing about this from my point of view, I use other utilities, but with QuickParts, you can get exact formatting. Here's an example of something that I cannot get with my other utility. The other one, I could do a series of samples, but I can't get this thing italicized like that. I end up with an unformatted version when I use my other utility that I'll go over with you as well. But wouldn't it be neat if you had sample form letters and sample forms that you could just call up whenever you wanted? You wouldn't have to find them in a file. So do not have to find the file on a server. The computer you are using or a server. And you can have specific paragraphs that have been used before, but you want to use only the paragraph. Any new or old Word document, you can access it from any document, any Microsoft Word document, full access. So you have a format that you want to keep. You have paragraph. You have a whole letter you want to keep. You can keep them all accessible, immediately accessible. So you go to Insert, and then you go to QuickParts. You go there even when you haven't done anything with it yet. So first you do something. Let's say you wanted to save this explanation of QuickParts because you want to be able to explain it to other employees. So all you would do is type it, then highlight it, then go to QuickParts. You go to the word Insert, and then to QuickParts, and it'll let you save the content. You don't need to use Control-C and copy it. You just highlight it, and then you can put it into QuickParts. And you can save it to the QuickParts gallery. then it'll give you different choices. I mean, then you can name it. You want to give a title. This one, the title might be case formats. Would be the title. Then you already have it, so you want to get case formats on your page and then change them to show the new case or whatever. So you click right here with your mouse, and then you go to Insert QuickParts, and then you just click on the one you want, and it'll type the format here, and then you can change it to the correct case name and the correct numbers. Okay. Questions so far? Is this making sense? Okay. You're ahead of the game. This is, okay, I get it. I'm not going to make you wait if you get it, you know. Jenna, when you're listening to the recording, if you do or don't get it, either way, let me know. Try it, but if either of you don't get it right away, don't sit and stew, just call. Here's the other option that is, I use both. I use probably more ShortKeys than I do QuickParts, but if I was working in the law office, I might reverse it because there'd be a lot more formatting. ShortKeys doesn't format. It costs $39.95 and a little bit more if you want to have it on 2 machines. I have it both for laptop and for, actually I'm trying to think. Actually I have it integrated in. I used to have one on a thumb drive, and then I had another one, but now I have it integrated into 2 machines. Not sure how I got that. But Rasmussen put it onto my laptop that I have to rest on. So I wanted to, if I wanted to type this paragraph, this is not actually one I use now because I'm not doing probates. I'm not doing legal work now. I'm teaching. But if I wanted this paragraph to print out on one part of my page, I would just go to that part of the page, paragraph that way. QuickParts will save it. ShortKeys won't. Both of them, if you've already proofread the complete words or paragraphs and the formatting, you don't have to do it again. Same thing here. You've already proofread the words and paragraphs. ShortKeys is faster because you don't have to go to, you just type / like, you know, a few letters. Like you might have one that just / AP, and it will type a whole sample letter for you or something, exactly formatted. or it may be even a format for a Court of Appeals brief, //IP. You see where I'm coming from, how fast it is? Okay, did you miss most of what I was doing when I was making my marks on the page? We had some problems with the network, it said. Okay. Anyway, this what I'm going to do, I think I will send you the PowerPoint to both of you. I think that'll help. I love charts. I mean, and you may use a chart for the written assignment. Technically, they're called a table in Microsoft Word. If so, put the sites right in the table. Boxes, okay. One advantage of ShortKeys is that you can use it in any Microsoft program and almost anything Windows. So I can use it in WebEx, Blackboard, or whatever. I'm going to type //formulas just to tell you something that you don't need to know right now, just to give you an example, okay? Just to show you that ShortKeys works, other than in, there's no, I'll see if I can do it slow enough so you can actually see me do it. Can you see me do it? Okay. Now can you see part of it? //formula. When I oh shoot, the whiteboard's not working. Okay. Okay. You can use ShortKeys. You can use ShortKeys. You can use QuickParts or other items that help with word processing, okay? Can you hear me now? Okay. Questions or problems on what we're doing? So you want to get to proficient. 2 word processing features will assist the student in office practice, and student sets a goal of learning them. And then a good balance between personal evaluation of things that are new to you, use of the research, and the text. Personalized goals to improve. And then as long as you have sufficient error-free content, you can earn 3 points for grammar, spelling, and word usage. and I guess I've already been over this, you're completing it and you're reporting it. But it doesn't say, there's no grading of how fast you are. So that's it. I'm going to pause and see if there's questions or problems. That would be my question would be, answer no. Any two word processing technology works. So I think we'll leave it at that, and just ask you to ask questions if you get, when you get to a point where you feel like you're not being challenged by what you found so far, then call, okay? If you can't find anything that would really help you in the future, then contact me ASAP. If you can find it, of course, that's fine, you know.